again, welcome back to my channel. Tonight's video is how to mod a new bright body onto your RC vehicle. Now, as you can see, we have the Silverado mounted on my husband's HSP brushless monster truck. He finally killed the green Jeep body that he had on it, and the Baja body, that went too. Winter is tough on Lexan. Anyway, so until you can get another Lexan shell, or if you're going to get a clear one and paint it yourself, etc., and it's going to take some time, then you're going to want a body on your truck so you can actually keep playing with it. This video came about because we were talking to our good friend Jack at RC FPV Vids and Animation last night, and he was asking how to go about doing this, and he said, like, really, you need to put a video out there, because I've looked and there's not much out there on how to do this. So this one's for you, Jack. Anyway, so what we're going to do, because this is already done, we have another new bright body that I'm going to prep and mount on his HSP truck to have as a backup body. So if anything should happen to this one, he's got one to swap out right away. And I get to show you guys how to do this, or at least how I do it. So what we'll do is put this aside for a minute. And when I'm doing this video, I'm going to start and stop the camera to keep time-wise down, so that you don't have to sit here and watch me do everything. I will explain step by step, and I'll stop the camera and I'll do it, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I did, and you know, you'll get the idea of what you're supposed to do. Anyway, this is the next victim, okay? It is the cheapest of the toy crates. It's pathetic. New bright, but the bodies are great for this kind of a thing. So, this is the new one we're going to put on. I may or may not have to remove this back rack in order to access the truck bed for putting posts through and your body clips, etc. So we'll see about that. But what you'll need for this is a screwdriver in order to release the body from the truck. You gotta take screws out and take it off of there. You're gonna need a drill with the proper drill bit for your body post size, because you're gonna have to put the body post through, so you gotta have a hole. You're gonna need, well, I use a candle and one of these snap knives. You know, you can get them at the dollar store. They're fairly cheap. You don't have to worry about trashing it by burning it. You need this is what I use. It's acrylic paint, and it's again, it's from the dollar store, but I'm not going to tell you a color, because you're going to have to choose a color that contrasts with the color of the body you're doing, so that you can see the actual paint. You also need some tissue to wipe the paint off your body posts once you've done your thing with them. Our first job is going to use the screwdriver and release the body off of the truck itself. Okay, and it's just a simple matter of finding the mounts and undoing those screws and releasing it. So So I will stop the video here, and I'll come back when I've got that done. And I'm back. Okay, mission accomplished. The body is released from the rest of the truck, and this goes aside. This is the important part. Okay, now the problem with these bodies is they have posts on the bottom, which is where they attached to the original truck. So these are going to be in the way for trying to mount it on your body. So what we need to do next is we need to nip off these posts, and since it's plastic, you can achieve that by lighting your candle and then holding your snap knife, your box cutter, whatever you want to call this, over the flame to get it hot, very hot. Okay, and then you simply knife it off at the base. Being careful not to touch the body itself. Go just above it, which is enough to get them out of the way without harming the body. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that. And I'll take these 4 posts off, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay guys, and I'm back. I have hot knifed all the posts and stuff off of the bottom of the body. There were a couple of triangular jobbies on the back they needed to come off. The antenna tube thing, that came off. Anything that would interfere with fitting it to the RC. The back rack had to come off, so I had to hot knife the black tabs so that it wouldn't hurt the body. So all of that is gone. Gone. That took a little bit, but got it done. And here you go. Okay. This is approximately how it's going to sit. Of course, it'll sit a little lower once the post can come through. And how we go about the next step is you flip the whole shebang over and you line it up underneath. I'm going to get this set, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully be able to do that. Okay. You got to center it not only left and right, but front and back, so that it sits properly on your truck. Okay. Let's see if I can do this and show you guys what I'm seeing here. Okay. See where the body posts are sitting? On the underside of that shell. Just ahead of those grills on the front, just towards the window of the front ones. And then on the back, they sit just behind the wheel well, which is gonna work, I think. That's where the triangle things were, and the back rack was here. And yeah, it had to come out because otherwise putting the body post through there would interfere, because it would have been right there. So anyway, that's basically how it's going to sit. Now I'm going to show you how to do the marks. Let me set the camera back up for a second. Okay, there we go. Now flip it back over. And what you're going to do is take your acrylic paint, little tubes from the dollar store, and because this body is blue underneath, I'm going to choose a color that is going to show up well. My white is almost done, so I think black will show up pretty good on this. This is a lighter blue, so I'm going to use black paint. And all you do is you take the cap off and you dab some on the top of each of the body posts. Not a ton, but enough to, it's going to make a mark on the body shell. Like so. Okay, now got this sucker up again, and what you want to do is get down low so you can see, because once you make the marks, you don't want to have to shift it or move it anymore. Okay, that's not going to work for me this way. So I am going to have to do this the other way. I'm going to have to lower the body of the truck onto the shell, which is fine too, as long as the two surfaces make contact. Doesn't matter which way it happens. So, as I said, you lower it. Until it makes the correct contact lined up. Pick it straight up. Okay. Take your cloth and you wipe off your body posts. You don't need paint caking the holes and stuff. So we do that. And here is the body. Okay. There's the points where I drill. And at the back, and these are the ones at the front. Don't know, can you see that? There we are. There we go. See? The dot in the front. Now what we do there is we take our drill and the drill bit I am using is 17/64, which is measured against the body post here. So it's probably going to be similar for you, but measure for your own case just to be sure. So that is the next step. And what we do is we drill from the bottom, because that's where the marks are, and you go slowly, like very slow, like that. Okay? It's enough to chew through the plastic without ripping or causing it to really mess up. It gives you the smoothest hole through the plastic. Okay, and we're back. As you can see, the body is now mounted through the front and in the back bed. So I think that looks pretty good. Looks like a jacked up truck, which people have. So mission accomplished. The new bright body is now on his HSP truck, and it gives him a good backup body. or to change it out just to make it look different. But I think it turned out pretty well. The wheel wells pretty much line up, and it's lined up this way too, front and back and the sides, and that's all you do. There is to it, guys. So give it a try yourselves maybe, and let me know in the comments below whether it worked out for you, and hopefully it helped showing the steps. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.